Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Vechain, whose current price stands at the $0.02262 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 0.66%, and from what you can see here on my watch list, everything here on the crypto market is red, meaning the whole crypto market is on a downtrend. If I jump to the Forex factory, you can see that down here we have FOMC meetings, and that's what we can attribute to whatever we are seeing here on the crypto market too, because we have those news that's why we are seeing a bit of an increase in volatility here on the crypto market. And jumping back to the Vechain chart so that I can give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances, and also draw out the key chart patterns that you have information on this chart. I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart from the all-time high. Vechain from the all-time high has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, which has now taken us back to around the $0.02 mark. And after making our low down there here on the daily chart, you can see we managed to break above key areas of resistances, but at the key area of resistance at around the $0.03362 mark, we got rejected, and we are seeing a massive pullback to the lower side. Jumping to the 4-hour chart for further analysis. Here on the 4-hour chart, after making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in a movement that I was terming as an Elliot wave structure, having this as the wave 1, then a wave 2, then a wave 3, then I expected a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4, then continue pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1, but that movement to the upper side got invalidated the moment our wave 4 over here retraced into the high of that first wave. And having done so, I had to remove my Elliot wave structure from my charts and view this movement to the upper side as something else, and the only way we can view that as is just a massive ABC corrective movement that was correcting this impulsive movement that gave us a low at around the $0.02 mark. And after making our high for that ABC corrective movement, whatever we expect on this other side is the formation of a 5-wave structure to the lower side, and that is what has been playing out, having this as the wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then a wave 5, making our low at around the $0.021 mark. And having completed this 5-wave structure to the lower side, we can name that as a higher Elliot wave count 1. And getting to the key scenarios that I expect to play out on the long term, that is viewing this chart from a long-term point of view, and also basing my analysis on the Elliot waves. After making our low for that higher Elliot wave count 1, whatever we expect is the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, and that higher Elliot wave count 2 could mean we might see a bit of a pump here on the Vechain chart. And because our wave 2 is a retracement of the first wave, we can use the Fibonacci's, connecting the fibs from the high of that wave 1 to the low of that wave 1, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that, and that target area lies between the $0.029 mark and the $0.026 mark. That is the minimum that I would expect that wave 2 to the upper side to do in case we see a very nice bounce to the upper side here on the Vechain chart. And for that to happen, I also expect to see an increase in volume here on the Vechain chart, and also a bull movement on the whole crypto market. So in case those two don't play out, then I don't think we are going to see higher prices any soon here on the Vechain chart. Also, looking at this chart from a wider point of view, we can see the formation of a chart pattern which is right here, which is a head and shoulders pattern, having this as the left shoulder of that head and shoulders pattern. Then we have the head right here, then we have seen the formation of a neckline, then we have seen the right shoulder, then we have seen a bit of a consolidation over here. So after the formation of the right shoulder, we saw a bit of a consolidation right here, and in case we see a breakout out of this consolidation to the lower side, manage to lose that key area of support at around the $0.02 mark and continue pushing lower, then that will be giving us a breakout out of this head and shoulders pattern, which is a pattern that normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area of that breakout as the height between the head and the neckline. So using a trend line, we can get that height between the head and the neckline, then place it down here to give us a minimum target area to the lower side, and that gives me a target area back to around the $0.01126 mark. So in case we see a breakout out of this consolidation, there's a possibility possibility Vechain could be going back to around the $0.01 mark, and also getting to the short-term scenarios that can play out within this consolidation that we are seeing over here. We have been trading within a channel, and this channel has been well respected, and you can see we have a couple of touch points, more than 5 touch points, and yesterday we saw a breakout to the lower side here on the 4-hour chart. And if I jump to the 1-hour chart so that you can see this movement better, after seeing that breakout to the lower side, we are having much of it's a movement to the upper side that we can term as a retest. So in case that retest is a success here on the hourly chart, there's a possibility we might continue unlocking lower prices here on the Vechain chart, and that movement could take us back to around the $0.02 mark, which is a key area of support. And at that key area of support, we can either get support or we can just lose that key area of support. And in case we find support, there's a possibility we might find a very nice bounce to the upper side and continue pushing higher, manage to break above this other key area of resistance, and even get into this target area in the formation of a wave 2. But in case that plays out, I'll have to adjust my Elliot wave count over here, having the new low as the low for that 5th wave to the lower side. There's also a possibility that we might get to that key area of support and lose it and continue heading lower. And in case that happens, then we'll be also seeing a breakout out of this head and shoulders pattern that I have drawn out here on the charts. And the other possibility is that within this movement that we are seeing right here on the hourly chart, we can see a bit of a pump to the upper side, get back into the channel once more, manage to continue trading within the channel, maybe get back to the upper side of the channel, manage to break out of the channel to the upper side. And in case that happens, then I would expect a retest of the upper side of the channel, or maybe that key area of resistance at around the $0.024 mark, which is within that channel. And in case that happens, then I would expect a very nice bounce to the upper side to get us into this target area in the formation of a wave 2, and that movement will also be displaying something like an ABC corrective movement over here, having that as the wave A, make a high, then see a retest of the upper side of the channel, or maybe the lower that key area of support, then continue pushing higher to complete the formation of that wave 2. Then in case that happens, I would expect a very nice movement to the lower side in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3. And we can also invalidate that movement to the lower side in the formation of that wave 5 wave structure in case in the formation of a wave 2 we manage to break above a key area of resistance at around the $0.029 mark and continue pushing higher, and also manage to break above a key area on the Fibonacci, that is the Fib level 0.78 Fib level, which lies at around the $0.031 mark. So in case that happens, then we can start to sketch out a bullish movement here on the Vechain chart. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported here on the RSI. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 35 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upper side, and also any movement to the lower side will be supported before we get into the oversold region. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bearish cross, and that would mean lower prices could be coming our way. So after seeing that breakout out of that channel that we have been trading within, there's a possibility that lower prices could be coming our way and maybe get us back to around the $0.02 mark, which is a key area of support. And from there, in case we lose that key area of support, then more bearish movements might be seen here on the Vechain chart, and we can also find support and see a very nice bounce to the upper side, and I'll keep you updated on how that plays out.